What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. All right, so today I finally get to install my K&N filter. It's been installed for about 3 months, pretty longer actually, since I bought the truck almost. About a week after I bought it, I bought that filter, or the intake, I'm sorry, and it's been sitting there this whole time, so it's time to install it finally. Now, the video I want to make today is basically not a how-to. There is a lot of how-to videos out there already. I will link some of them below. And I know I've been getting away from the how-to install videos a lot on my channel. They're pretty much one of those, but again, my channel is a vlog channel as well. Reason being is because there's a lot of videos out there that already have how-tos on certain things. I may do a how-to if I see maybe a few videos, but there's a lot of videos on these trucks, the 5.3 liters, the 6.2 liters that already have, it's the same install process pretty much. So what I want to make a video on, which I haven't seen at all, is basically, and sorry for the exposure here, because I'm using a GoPro today instead of my normal camera. But anyways, what basically I'm gonna be showing today is if there's actual horsepower increase. Now, we're not dynoing it. We're actually just gonna say a real world experience. Now, of course, people know that if you wanna see if there's actual horsepower increase, you take it to a dyno, see if it actually did anything. I wanna see if it changes anything. Now, I've seen one video of somebody install it on an Escalade. That same K&N filter I'm installing, and I have the part number below, and you guys can, I have your link for that as well. But he drove it and he did feel a difference, but he never showed if there was any cut down on time, 0 to 60, quarter mile, none of that. He just showed a difference that he feels a difference. A lot of people have said it sounds different as well, which I expected. Of course, you opened up the throat of it pretty much, and you're getting a nice more or a better engine sound out of it. And that's what it's gonna be today. So what I'm gonna be using is, I'm gonna take this car, we're gonna hop in the car, we're gonna go down to Mexico, and we're gonna do a few runs. I don't wanna get too crazy hot, and I wanna do a few runs and see what the 0 to 60 and what the quarter mile time is on the car. Then I come back, install it, and see what the 0 to 60 and quarter mile time is at that point. Now, I'm not setting all-wheel drive on or automatic. I'm gonna be driving it in rear-wheel drive mode, just strictly rear-wheel drive. And I just wanna see if there's a change on it. And I'm gonna show you guys if there is a change on it. Again, just more, not everybody has the time to go out and dyno test their car and see if they gain power. But you're always on the road, and you're always, you know, in the highway, and you're driving and want to pass somebody up. Is this intake gonna help out when it comes to quarter mile times? Now, a lot of things go into play with this. Ambient air, how hot is it, how cold is it? Right now it's probably about 60 degrees, so that's gonna take play a lot now. And also, the load you're carrying, that plays a part, of course, how much so it's just gonna be me in the car, and I think I got about a little bit less than half a tank of gas as well, so all that runs into play here. But that's what we're gonna be running on. Does the actual horsepower, or does the car actually feel faster? Can you feel it? Can you see the difference? Or can you tell the difference? And you know, K&N claims 13 horsepower gain. They're actually on their website, where they have all the instructions and stuff in there. They have a dyno sheet, and they have a horsepower guarantee sheet. Now, they'll have a little asterisk and tell you, of course, it's car specific, you know, and how, and it tells you the same thing, everything they had grown into play in this. And it goes up to 13 horsepower, but they have one. They ran a Silverado with this K&N filter, with the same engine, and it says about 13 horsepower. I think it says about 10 foot-pounds of torque. So that's what we're gonna see today. So right now, we're gonna go for a drive, and we're gonna do about 3 0 to 60s and see what we get. So we're gonna go 0 to 60 and see what our actual time is, and of course what our quarter mile time is. And we're gonna using the Draggy app to basically do that and clock all that. Then we're gonna come back, install it, and then go back out on the road and do the same thing and see what we get. So let me go ahead and get this thing on the road, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so we are back in my garage. We did 2 pulls, and I'm gonna concentrate on the 0 to 60. I'm not gonna concentrate on the quarter mile. Forget the quarter mile. Not for the simple fact that it was kind of slow compared to what a quarter mile I'm used to on the V Sport, but I'm never gonna be really, racing the truck or taking it to a track or anything like that, or worried about how fast I'm gonna do a quarter mile. What I do want to get it up there, and that's why I'm doing the intake and a tune in the future, is just to wake up the engine a little bit. There is, these 6.2 liters can take some stress on there, but I'm not gonna be doing a supercharger or anything like that. I just want to wake up the engine a little bit, and in the sense of basically, if I'm on the highway and I would want to pass somebody up, even though it has power, it's 420 horsepower in the crank, I want to be able to get a little bit more out of it, and make it sound a little bit better. Not going crazy on it, not gonna make it a race truck or anything like that, but that's the whole point of what I'm doing here. And anyways, like I said, so we're gonna concentrate on that 0 to 60 time, and then I will show you guys the before and after at the end of the video, so stay tuned. So right now, it's in the garage, still with the original factory intake. We're letting it cool down just a little bit so we can work on it. But once it cools down, I'm gonna go ahead and install the intake, and then we'll take it out for another 2 runs and see if that horsepower that they say actually changes and helps on that 0 to 60 time. So this is it right here with the factory intake, and so there you go. Intake is in, not very hard to do at all. I think the hardest part was actually putting this weather seal around it. That was literally the hardest part, if you're gonna ask what was the hardest part of this whole thing. And everything is in. A lot of people leave the Cadillac cover off. I was able to reinstall that. I think it's because of this hose, but they would put in. One extra thing I did do, so you guys know, I kind of put some clamps on this, and I didn't tighten them that much. They're barely like half a turn tighten. They're really tight as it is anyways. Just more secure. It just kind of was weird to me that they come with no clamps. They just kind of stick it right over there. There's no locking or nothing like that on those. So that was the only reason I did that for. But other than that, there it is, installed. And now let's go see what kind of power this thing gives us. I already started it, and it sounds really good already from the get-go, just hearing it. Giving it some gas, it just sounds a little more throaty. But let's go see if this actually gives us the power and if it cuts down anything on our 0 to 60 time. Like K&N says, well, K&N doesn't say anything about 0 to 60, but it says it gives us horsepower. So horsepower should add to less time for 0 to 60. So let's go ahead and drive this thing. All right, so now we're on our first drive. Intake's on, AC's off, I'm hot. Keeping the AC off, by the way, just to get the better, so there's no pull from that compressor when it comes to any power, pretty much. So we're basically keeping the AC off. But I'm gonna drive it, gotta get listen to this thing, see how this thing sounds. Now, excuse me for the video if it gets kind of moved, or if the video moves, if you see the camera kind of move, because I'm on my iPhone, and the problem here is I haven't installed I actually installed a iPhone mount pretty much onto the mirror. The problem is it's not tightening up, so whenever I accelerate, the whole phone moves forward. So if kind of everything kind of gets messed up here, I want to apologize for that in advance. So let's listen to this thing here. Oh, that sounds good. Oh yeah, you guys hopefully hear that on the microphone, on the video there, but that sounds really good. That is not with an intake or with an exhaust. I can't wait to get an exhaust on this thing, but that thing sounds really good. It just sounds so much better. When I did the, of course the car had turbos. When I did the intake on the V Sport and I first heard that thing, I didn't even need blow-off valves to make it sound that good. The thing that intake from ZZP sounded really good. Let's listen to this thing again. Here we go. Got a nice straightaway here. Actually, let this cop pass first. And when he is out of the picture, I get a nice straightaway here. Oh, sounds so good. That sounds so good right there. All right, so well, I guess it's time for me to check this out, do our 0 to 60, and again, we'll go back home, finish the video, but at the end, I'll show you guys the results.
30, 60,
So we're back home. We did our runs. I actually did 3 runs this time. So let's take a look at this real quick. The only reason I did 3 runs because the third run, or the first run with the intake, the car kind of ran the same as it did without the intake. So, and I'm not expecting huge horsepower, or huge lap times. A tenth of a second, pretty much what I'm expecting. It's pretty much what we got. So let's just go ahead and look at the results. So first run with the factory intake. It ran 6.86 seconds, 0-60. The second one was 6.84 seconds. The third one, it barely dropped to 6.83 seconds, and that was with the K&N intake. Then is actually when you started to feel a difference. On the fourth run, I got 6.68 and 6.56 on the last run. Now, I said feel the difference. You don't feel the difference, believe me, you don't. Maybe a little bit on the torque side, it kind of pulls back a little bit more. You guys saw the video I'm showing you there, the camera kind of flips back on me because it's not tight on there. But that's kind of where you might have felt it, but not really. You definitely hear it. Of course, you guys heard the sound clip of how this thing sounds. It sounds really, really good. But I don't think, even if they claim 10 to 13 horsepower or 15 horsepower increase, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna start feeling this horsepower on this thing when you start doing bigger things to it, tuning it, supercharger, turbos if you want, E85. That's where you feel it. Now again, a tune is coming for the car, and maybe a headers and an exhaust. But that's as far as this car is going, and I don't expect to feel the intake at all. What I did it mainly for, because I wanted a better sound, so I wasn't having high hopes that I was gonna get huge horsepower gains, so don't think that's the case here, and don't think that if you're gonna do an intake, that's where you're gonna get. Are you gonna get some horsepower gain? Yes, but you're gonna shave off a tenth, maybe 3 to, what did I shave off, about 3-4 tenths of a second? Not enough to really feel it. You're still in the 6-second mark, 0-60. Didn't really feel much of it. So with all that being said, you guys checked out the results. I'm gonna leave you guys here with some sounds from the intake, but you guys have a great day. Again, if you did like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.